umbrella for the second argument. But the thing about it is, I can't say I know a whole lot of terrorists, but this motherfucker here is not the type of terrorist that's willing to go all out, meaning kamikaze style. So, okay, I've committed this crime. You're not gonna take me alive.
Right.
Okay. So, I'm sorry. Come back to the question you had, though.
I was saying, like, what Blake said, you know, he knows what to do, but he's not the guy to do it. And this is one of the things that we agree on when it comes to politics. So I want you to speak to that and what Blake was saying.
Right. Me and Soul Toucher had many conversations as far as like we're basically on different ends of the spectrum, but we do agree at the end that, you know, only way we're going to make real changes is we have to pull together, either pull or push together. My thing is this. My position on it is I feel like we've marched, we've prayed, we've asked, we've demanded, we've done all these things, and yet and still things don't ever change. So that's why I feel like we should step back and not fucking participate. Or if we do participate, let's participate on a level where we're all together. Meaning there are certain things we will vote on, other things we won't vote on. Again, I don't have all the answers, but again, he and I definitely agree on we have to stick together. Another thing about it, though, is as a group of people, we have so much potential and we've done so many different things for this nation, and we still continue to get basically shitted on. A lot of motherfuckers don't even know you can walk into your damn kitchen and not even recognize the fact that your fucking refrigerator was invented by a black man. While you're out in traffic, you know, going through these stoplights, again, invented by a black man. So on and so forth. So it's kind of like you want us to supposedly leave this country, but you still benefit from all the shit that we did for you, meaning our group have done for you. It still just blows my mind when I hear people say dumb shit like go back to your own country. Motherfucker, if that's the goddamn case, then your ass need to be heading back to goddamn Europe, right? I'll stop there.
That's what I said. Like, if we both go back to where we came from, who would be more fruitful? You understand what I mean?
Sure.
Like, even to this day, you have China and you have Europe and everybody else in Africa looting.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. So about not participating, that's a double-edged sword, right? Because if we don't participate, then what? And I'll just stop. That's a rhetorical question. Right. Secondly, the process doesn't work because it's not one person, one vote. If it were, Republicans would never be in office. They would get squashed every election because we outvote them even in lackluster years. However, with the Electoral College in place and the way that they remap and redistrict states and cities and counties, the game is rigged.
Definitely.
The game is rigged so that they can win. So I don't know. I guess the question would be you'd have to have really broad thinking to say what happens if we don't participate. Right. I'm afraid to know what happens if we don't participate.
Yes. I'm afraid of that.
I would love to take that stance, but it's like if we don't, like in the bigger elections, if we don't, I know everything starts, smaller one, a community level. I know that's where it starts. However, a lot of us don't even know like what days to vote for our for local assemblymen and
judges, sheriffs,
mayor and shit like that. We don't. It's like, oh, it's time to vote. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't register. So it's a bunch of shit. Like if the game was really fair, you could walk up the same day, register, vote, all in one shot, right?
True.
Look at what's happening now. Some black communities, we got one fucking polling center. Are you kidding me? Like you got one polling center for 300, 400,000 people, or you have two in Houston, right? Is this in Houston? You got like two places where you can vote. Are you kidding me? Who does that affect? It affects us. We can't get off work. We can't get off work. We got jobs that won't allow that. How come if you wanted it to be fair, election day should be a holiday?
Yeah.
It should be election week. You should be able to vote for an entire week, Monday through Friday. You get to a voting center when it's convenient for you, not on one day between 8 and 5. Let's just say, I know it's longer than 5, but as long as you're in line. But like, come on. Even from there, it's a setup. So I'm really afraid. Like that's like, I got to check my heart rate because like when you say what happens if we don't participate, bro, we done. Like we done.
Yeah.
We already participating in getting the shaft. So if we don't participate, that's even a scarier thought. If that's the case, then what do we get? What do we get for our non-participation? We get even less than what we get when we're going all out. You know, that's a scary thought. And I never thought, who would think like, I would have never thought that I would be so involved in this shit at this age. Like I figured I would be on a whole different track. You know, I feel like I felt better and I was under less stress when I didn't pay attention. Right. Now I started paying attention. I'm like, yo, we got to do this, but I'm not the guy. I have a past. I'm not the guy for this. I can't. Like, as soon as they start digging up some shit, it's like, yeah, I mean, he done. Like, get him out of here. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like, and then that's also a problem because we don't get to represent where we come from. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there are only a few people who really represent where they come from. And they're not even the greatest people. Once they start getting dollars thrown at them, they change. Yeah.
Very, very apparent in Baltimore.
Yeah, exactly.
Very apparent.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, the whole system is like, the whole system has to be redesigned. It has to be burned down and rebuilt from the ground up. And that'll never happen here, you know? And just to talk about, like, I've never been to Iceland. My wife wants to go, but I've been to Bali. That's a place that I could see myself too, where people just don't like the same thing. It's like, yo, you hi, bye. Nobody. I was in Bali like 10 days. I didn't hear one person raise their voice.